Not So Average Travelers. It's Olivia.
It's Eric.
We're coming to you from the MSC Lirica out in the Mediterranean Sea.
We spent the day in on an island, part of Spain.
Palma de Mallorca.
M-A-L-L, Orca. It's the only way I've been able to remember it.
But we've been traveling for the last 24 hours and it's been a bit of a whirlwind, so we're going to just do a quick, sorry if it's not, video of kind of a check-in of what we've done, kind of what we've learned, and we've learned a lot.
That is an understatement.
First being, we are not savvy in the train.
Yes,
We're
trains were a whole new way of traveling for us.
Yeah, somebody got a little anxious regarding all of the minutia, as it were, of this is where we need to be, this is where we're not supposed to be. And of course we got into the wrong car with 3 large suitcases and nobody spoke English. That was fun. That was very fun. And we were just, somebody was like, I don't want to be here, I don't know what's happening, we're not supposed to be here, we're supposed to be in the other train. But there was not any stops for the next 2 hours.
It was an hour and a half, give or take.
It was a long time before there was another stop. But luckily there was one person on the train who spoke minimal English, but at least got the point across that it was okay that we sat where we sat. And so we kind of...
We lucked out a little bit there.
Put our beans on the stick and away we went.
Wrapped it up, wrapped our
wrapped
little
it up
knapsack.
And just happened with it. So yeah, I think we figured it out. Like, as I got off the train in Marseille, I looked around a little bit more to try and get our bearings, and I'm pretty sure I figured it out. We'll find out when we go back to Paris. So
it's gonna be an interesting trip back.
Yeah, but that was a little different. The kind of fast bullet type train
was really cool.
It was cool. We saw the countryside. You did get to see things. It was awesome. I did get sick. Not like I just got a little queasy, so I put my little patches on ahead of like being on the cruise ship. But that was something I wasn't sure was going to happen, but I was ready and prepared. I think it was just the speed. So but yeah, it was a good experience as far as that went. But then when we got to the train station in Marseille, we were once again lost. It was a bit of a cluster to get to the pier.
I don't know if it was a cluster. It was just we weren't as ready to get off the train as we were to get onto the train.
And we weren't ready to get on the train.
So that should tell you something of how unprepared we were to get off the train.
So yeah, but we got an Uber because that was the recommendation, was to get an Uber after you get out of the train station, which we did.
And that was really well done. I'm glad we did that.
It was great. Pardon the noise for a little bit there. Finally setting up the we're getting ready to leave, so it might be a little noisy for a little bit. But anyway, yeah, we got our Uber. It took about 20 minutes or so after we actually got it because he was on a different route. It took him a little bit to get to us. But I'm really glad that we got the driver we did. Yeah. We really lucked out. He was fantastic. He
goes to the port every day. He knew the directions.
Yeah. He knew exactly, he knew the itinerary we were going on. He knew what ship we were going on based on that. And so it made it real easy, and it worked out for us because there was a traffic jam, because the port shares an entrance with the shipping containers.
The cargo shipping containers all go in the same pathway as all of the cruise ship embarkation.
Yeah, it was a little crazy, and it was like one gate opening only, and there was like 4 lines and 1 lane of traffic, so figure that out. It just didn't work. But he actually told us, he's like, you're gonna be faster. The guy up there said he's been waiting for 20 minutes, so go ahead and get out, and you have to walk the rest of the way. And so we proceeded to take our luggage out of the car, started walking up to the gate, and it's no sooner, like always Murphy's Law at that point, like gate opens.
Everyone goes through.
Starts going through, and our Uber driver goes, hey, 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 waves us back, and we threw our stuff back in the back of the car, and we went, which was great because that
was a 1.5-mile walk at least.
Minimum. It was
at least a mile and a half.
We were in
walk.
the car for another 5 minutes, maybe longer, and so thank goodness that worked out. But anyway, we made it on the ship, and the embarkation process super easy.
We were like one of 10 people.
Yeah, it was.
It felt like.
It was really weird. I thought this is the second time we've come onto a ship during the middle of a cruise. Like, other people had been on for
in another country as well. Because in Vancouver, there was a lot more people getting on in Vancouver than there were here.
There was, but it was still a continuation of a cruise, and this is like a full-on continuation. So you jump on, people came on the ship in Palma de Mallorca today, and people left. So it's a little different as far as that goes. So that was kind of an interesting kind of change. That was fun. Like I said, we just got moving. So, but today we went and did a castles and cathedral tour.
Amazing.
It was a lot of fun. It was roughly, it was a half day. Like, we didn't
4 hours.
Didn't get started until afternoon. It took us a while to clear customs. We were supposed to get started at 12:15, and we didn't leave
till 12:45.
The ship till much later because customs hadn't come on the ship to clear us just yet. So we got a late start as far as that went. But we're just now leaving, and it's.
And this is the latest we've ever stayed in
9 o'clock?
to a port either. As
it
well.
9 o'clock?
Yeah.
2100, 21:35. Pardon Eric, he is sick. He got a nice little respiratory cold. Super excited about it. Sleeping wise, we have a very spacious room. The decor is not our style. It is a little
it's 70s disco chic.
This ship was built in 2003. I wouldn't have guessed 2003.
Yeah.
I would have said early 90s. Easy. It's very gold. It's very
Miami Vice.
Yeah, but bad.
This picture says it all right here.
Yeah.
Have you seen this artwork? It's amazing.
You're only gonna see half of it, so also amazing. We were sitting on a mustard couch. Anyway, but our sleep was okay. Lots of room. The shower's taken a little bit of getting used to, but it has more water pressure than we had in Paris in the last hotel we were at. More on that probably in another video. Other than the hot to cold, like immediate, like that was a not so fun surprise that Eric had this morning.
Yeah, it was funny. For sure. Not expecting it.
But on our castles and cathedrals tour, we went up the mountain to the castle and got to see the view of Palma de Mallorca, and
it has a circular castle, and then it has 4 pillars, 3 that are surround the castle and 1 that is standing off of the castle.
That was the like the owner's suite.
The owner's suite, yeah.
That used to be connected by a drawbridge, and now it's connected by a stone bridge. Because it used to be a complete separate thing, so to protect. It's pretty cool looking. That was fun, and then we drove down into the center of town, into Old Town, and to the oldest part of the city, which was that cathedral. And
what an amazing building.
It was beautiful. It was another one where you just walk in and literally just look up, and the stained glass was beautiful, and he said it took over 300 years to complete it, because they just little by little,
whenever they had some money.
So and then after that we had some free time to go shopping. We found we stopped at a mini mart, had to get tissues so Eric could blow his nose. And we found these amazing Oreos that are a fusion. They are raspberry swirl, and they're delicious.
They're pretty good.
They won't make it back to the States.
No.
And then we found this other place, which as we went, it was an open air style thing, and it just smelled really yummy. And it's Sabora España. And they do candies and nuts mostly. So these ones are caramelized nuts that I bought. And then they had a sweet version. They had a sweet and salty version. And then we bought some nougat. And then they had this toasted coconut that they were making fresh that tasted just like a granola. And it was delicious. And I bought a big bag of it. Because
they sold her right there.
Sold it. It was just the smells. And there was a few bakeries around and a 2-story Starbucks that was attached to the building. So yeah, it was just kind of fun. And there was an olive tree in the center of town too that
was 1,000 years old.
They assumed it had only been planted 36 years ago. So
which we still don't understand that math.
Yeah, it
doesn't math right.
Well, it does. They had said they brought it down from the mountain to be in the center of town. So yeah, I mean, so far as our expectation on the ship, it wasn't very high, truly, because
we knew that it was an older ship.
We knew it was an older ship. We knew that, again, we're coming here for the ports.
This is the first time we've gone for more of the locations than the ship itself.
Correct. So, I mean, there's
and it's an off season.
Yeah.
And you can tell that it's off season.
I mean, and it's cold. Too colder. I mean, we got to go without coats today, which was nice.
Yeah, it's definitely warmer in the southern part of France and Europe area.
And we're in Spain technically, so either way, warmer. But yeah, we've played cards in the room. We walked around a few times. Eric went to the spa today. How was that?
The spa was it was all right. Because it's a smaller MSC ship. They don't have the full thermal suite, so they just have a dry sauna and a wet sauna. And then they have the relaxation room. So spent a couple minutes there, going from the wet to the dry, and then back into the wet steam shower. And it did help to clear up the nasal cavities. So that's what I did.
Main focus for going to the spa, clean out the nasal cavities. But you said you went before dinner.
I did.
We went to dinner around 7:30.
It was completely empty. It was great.
Empty, so, and it's open till 9. So it doesn't have. They don't have the therapy pools or hot tubs or anything.
They don't have the hot tubs
like
and
the
pools
ones.
or even the showers, like the rain showers.
Yeah, because it's so small. When we did our tour, she goes, "The hot tub is out there." Like you had to go outside in the cold and go climb in the hot tub.
It's actually on the deck with all the
deck,
pools.
Right next to the pool. Which the pool, I saw today, the sign said that the water is heated to 68 degrees. No thank you.
It's a little cold.
No thank you.
It's a little cold.
Like I think it's warmer than the outside temperature, but again, no thank you. That does not appeal to me.
Not even kind of.
So, yeah, but we're just kind of we've watched a few games in the like atrium area, some dance classes.
It's very interesting how they're managing the locations. We're used to some of the other cruise lines where they have a very stringent timeline they're keeping, a lot of things going on. This is a very lackadaisy, very kickback cruise, which I can start to appreciate a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean we're just in it to go see the fun places and to try something new, and that's what we're doing.
For sure.
I appreciate how big our room is. It's very spacious. The biggest room we've ever had on a cruise ship. So we do have a balcony. It's good size, and it's noisy, as you can probably hear. If you can't, it's noisy. You heard people walking up and down the hallway last night.
Yeah.
I fell asleep early. I also heard people, but it wasn't enough that like kept me up. We can hear our neighbors. I think the only downside of this location room-wise is the smoking section is above us. On deck 11, we're on deck 10. So when we're sitting out and enjoying the balcony, we can't, I mean, we left our door open for a little while today and then we had to close it because the strong smell was just coming in. So we had to get rid of that. So that's the only downfall that we've had so far.
Yeah, everything else has been pretty good.
Everything else has been great. But yeah, we are in Valencia, Spain tomorrow, so we'll try and do another video or another check-in for that. But till then, time for another adventure.
Yep, off to
Ready?
the next adventure.
All right, bye guys.